Hi, I'm Dr. Egan from Now Hear This, and today I'd like to tell you about Oticon's latest hearing aids, the Oticon Intents, the benefits inside their hearing aid chip, and we're going to take a look at their programming software a little bit later on. But the Oticon Intent hearing aid, we're doing a little bit of a series right now. So Dr. Shopovick just talked about Phonak and their programming software and how that works. We're going to pick up with Oticon. And what's unique about Oticon is they have a deep neural network that actually thinks to help you hear better. Oticon Intent's Deep Neural Network, or DNN, might sound technical, but think of it like a very smart assistant to your hearing aids, trained to listen to millions of real-life sounds like speech, music, background noise, and so much more before it was ever even put on your ears in the clinic. So just like your brain learns from experience, this deep neural network has been trained to recognize different types of sounds and understand what's most important. And usually that's the person you're talking to. What makes Oticon Intent special is that it doesn't treat all situations the same. It makes sense of what you're doing by sensing what you're doing, whether it's moving, sitting still, turning your head, talking. This is called user intent sensing, and that's where the name Oticon Intent comes from, and it helps the hearing aid understand where your attention is focused. So if you're in a busy restaurant, but you're trying to listen to the person in front of you, Oticon Intent helps your brain by reducing the noise around you and bringing speech in focus in front of you by cutting you off from the environment entirely. It's so much more personalized way to hear, using both sound processing and an understanding of your behavior to give you the right amount of movement and the right amount of sound. So in short, Oticon Intent learns like a brain, listens like a brain, and then works like a brain so that you can stay better connected to people and moments that matter to you. This is definitely different from how the Phonak Sphere works, and we'll notice some differences in the software that I'm going to turn over to now. So now we're taking a look at the software, and you can see here under fitting, there's this fine-tuning page. This fine-tuning page, there's an equivalent of that in every hearing aid manufacturer. The sound equalizer you can see there is what we use to do real ear measurement. Well, we also use our real ear measurement systems. Real ear measurement is the number one most important thing when getting your hearing aids programmed, no matter what hearing aid manufacturer. So I highly recommend you watch one of our videos on real ear measurement if you don't know what that is. But we're going to go more specifically into their sudden sound stabilizer. This feature is great for new hearing aid users who are getting used to kind of the abrasive sounds of life again, like the clanking of pots and pans, dishes, the doorbell. Those can all kind of be overwhelming and sudden. And so what's really nice is we're able to make those much more comfortable at the beginning, and then we can back it back off as someone gets used to it, because it is helpful sound to know. We just need a little bit help getting used to it along the way. Another really helpful section here is the sound intelligence. We're able to kind of create a custom program. So the deep neural network is always working, but say you're somewhere like your car and you want to know if your engine is making a weird sound. You want to know if your air conditioning is kicking on and off. We could make a custom program activating or deactivating how much of that technology is kicking in to suppress those background sounds that typically don't help us hear. And so we could do that in this area here, and we could do it in their program manager section. So that's a little bit about how their chip works and how their software programming features work. If you have questions, feel free to call our clinic. I hope you learned something from this video, and of course, have a wonderful rest of your day.